Hey class. So one of the key things in either pre-algebra, algebra, or geometry is adding and subtracting integers. Okay, so I need to make sure that everyone has mastered this concept in order for us to do anything in the other topics, okay? So this video is really dedicated for that, so we can get that out of the way and we can have a good year and a good transition into anything that we do for this math class. Alright, so I'm going to give you a couple of problems just for a couple of practice. If you're not quite sure, I'm going to give you different types of problems that you might see. Alright, so again, this is integer operations. I'm just going to give you one, okay? Alright, so let me give you 8 minus 6. Okay, 8 minus 6, this goes into elementary. This is just 2, right? Now, different types of things where we have different types of signs, where I have a negative number and a positive number. Okay, we have to see what that would give us. Okay, so let me give you, what if I switch it? What if I said negative 8 plus 6? Okay, well, for this, I really have to know the differences of the signs. Over here, we see that we have a negative 8 and a positive 6. Okay, I could think of this as, you know what, I'm going to draw it over here. If I start at 0, the way that we move is, let's say we go negative 8. Negative 8, going left and right, since it is negative, I would go left. I'm just go left 8. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so we're at negative 8. So that means that we're starting right over here. And that part right over here where it says plus 6, since it's positive, we're going to move to the right 6. Okay, so just count right 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when I add 6 to negative 8, it gives me to this point, which is a negative 2. Okay, so our answer for this is negative 2. Now, there's different types of ways to think about this. Okay, when I have negative 8 plus 6, I like to put right of it like this. Let's say for negative 8, I'm just going to put 8 minus signs. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And for a positive, I'm going to put positive 6, I'm going to put 6 plus signs. Okay, 5 and 6. Alright, now what I like to think of it as a minus gets rid of a plus. Okay, so just circle pairs that get rid of each other. Okay. And with this, we're left with only 2 negatives, meaning that we're going to have negative 2. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to erase this, and I'm going to give you a different one where we're increasing difficulty. Okay, let's have negative 11, and what you might see is a negative, and then parentheses, let's say minus 4. Okay. Now with this type of problem, we have a consecutive sign. If you look right behind the negative 11, we have a negative, negative 4. Okay, we really have to decipher what that means in order to simplify this problem. Okay, so let's do something off to the side to explain this. Well, a hint is this. If you ever have the same signs that are consecutive, meaning that you have minus minus, or plus plus, if they're ever the same, they're always 100% of the time going to be a positive. Okay, so just think of it as you're reading maybe a language that is foreign to you. Okay, well, I know that a minus minus, it translates, deciphering what that means, to a positive. Okay, and where it is difference, so different meaning, let's say it's minus plus, that's in a row, or change it, plus minus. Okay, if they're ever different, it'll always be minus. Okay, so let's keep that there so we can figure out what this is. Alright, well, before I can figure this out, well, minus minus, let's just put plus. So this translates to minus 11, nothing happens with that, and then this becomes plus 4. Well, again, looking at this, we have different signs. When you have different signs, you need to subtract them. Okay, and after you subtract them, you keep the sign of the bigger number. Well, let's subtract these. So forget about signs. 11 minus 4, that gives me 7. Okay, of the bigger number, well, 11 and 4, which one is bigger? It's going to be the 11. All right, what sign is it? It's negative. Okay, so that's where we get a negative 7. I'm gonna do one more of this type. All right, so let's say we have positive 12 plus a negative 5. Okay, well, I see consecutive signs here, right? So let's look over here. They turn out to be different. They're not the same sign. We have a plus, we have a minus. So over here, different. It's always going to be a minus. All right, so let's change it. So this actually translates to 12 minus 5. And 12 minus 5, just automatically subtract those two. It's just 7. Okay. All right, so if you need any other help, just come and ask me. But for this, I think you have a good grasp on this and the consecutive signs and knowing what to do in a situation where you have different signs or the same sign. You're going to be very successful when we have integer operations. All right, so that's it. Hopefully this video was helpful. Thanks. Bye.